Welcome back to Ask Dr. Clark. Today's topic: can I completely heal from my ex's abuse? Yes, you can. I'll tell you how and why today. If you have a question for me, email it to me at davideclarkphd@gmail.com. That's Clark with an E, davideclarkphd@gmail.com. And if you're finding these videos helpful, subscribe to my YouTube channel, tap the like button, and leave a rating and a review and a comment. And by the way, I'm on TikTok now. This is a cutting edge operation. Never forget that. So you can check out my new TikTok videos, and we'll hope that God uses those for his glory too, and to help people in their marital crisis. Today's question: I was married to an emotionally abusive man for years. I read your Enough is Enough book, good for you, followed your plan and left my ex and divorced him. Good for you. Sometimes you have no choice. Me and my kids are so much better off. Man, I know you are. But, she says, I still feel guilt for the divorce and am fighting depression. I've been working with a counselor for 2 years, but I'm not making any progress. What do you think I should do? Can I heal 100% from the abuse, or am I doomed to carry the pain forever? Here's my answer. 1, first, good for you getting free from your abuser. You've saved yourself and your kids from destruction, no question. You can't heal until you leave. 2, you absolutely can 100% heal from the abuse you suffered. God is not the God of partial restoration, of partial healing. He is the God of complete restoration. Listen to Joel in the Bible, one of the minor prophets, Joel 2 and verse 25. I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten. The effects of the locusts, in your case, the abuse, will be completely reversed, wiped out, and replaced. That's what God's saying in this verse. You just have to follow the right steps. Okay, you're stuck in recovery, and it's very common when you have been traumatized for years to get stuck in the recovery process. Get a new Christian counselor. It doesn't take 2 years. Probably a great counselor, but sometimes you reach a plateau and you cannot proceed. Find a new one, get a fresh start. And find a therapist who understands trauma recovery and abuse. Work on your codependency. I think that's very important to do. That's why I wrote this book, 20 Lies That Keep You with Your Abuser. That'll be a guide for you. Also, work on your trauma recovery. A guide there will be, I didn't want a divorce, now what? We've got a book for everything here. This will also be a great guide to help you heal and get a reset in your life. Now, what you'll do is you'll work through the traumas your abuser inflicted on you, this previous husband, and all the traumas you suffered before marrying your abuser. What happens is your previous unresolved traumas, family of origin, previous spouses, romantic partners, friends even, who have really harmed you, all those previous unresolved traumas fuse to your current abuser and the trauma he inflicted on you. So it's one big nasty package. If you don't clear all of it out, you don't completely heal. In fact, you don't heal at all. So make a list of those who have deeply wounded you. Could be dad, could be mom, could be a previous marriage partner, could be a child, could be a friend. Everybody has a list of those who have harmed and traumatized us. With your new therapist, work through all these traumas. Now, you won't have to relive every single traumatic event. That would take far too long and be overwhelming, frankly. Here's what God's going to do for you. God will reveal a certain number of traumatic events connected to each abuser, everybody on this list. And these will cover all your traumas. Could be 8, could be 9, could be 10. They'll cover all of them, which may end up being hundreds. As you do your work, lean on your support team. God, of course, your best friend, a family member, maybe your pastor, a small group. With God's power and hard work, you will heal 100%. I guarantee you. That's what God wants, and that's what he intends to happen. We saw that in Joel 2:25. Finally, if you're in a marital crisis, or you know someone who is, check out my resources on my website, davideclarkphd.com. That's Clark with an E. I've got a book for you. I guarantee you I've got a book for you, a specific, practical, biblical plan in a book for your particular marital crisis. And you can use my phone advice service. 95% of my practice now is phone advice. I'll get the background and I'll give you a plan of action moving forward. And don't forget, Dr. Clark is now on TikTok.